Metokur has the link.
Oh, this should be entertaining.
I think so. All right. Oh, Gator, he has the link too, right?
He should.
Okay.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, no, it's not. That's the robot Gator.
Oh, it's bot Gator. Don't worry about it. We're not taking... It doesn't matter. We're not taking callers from the Discord, but... Oh, well. You're already there. There he is. Mr. Metokur, how you doing, sir?
Oh, how are you boys doing?
You know. Same old, same old. How you doing?
I'm seeing those numbers. That's impressive. You guys have been hitting over 5K now a couple of nights in a row.
Yeah, just having fun doing the same shit we do.
Yeah, isn't it great when you can do a show and not fuck it up by being retards? Right? It's what would the religious the religious Southerners would say, it's a blessed job. Well, you've got a great job, huge audience, making good money, and all you got to do is not implode. It's really that simple. Yeah,
it was quite close today. We almost scrolled down a Twitter page we shouldn't have scrolled down.
Yeah, a bitch had a dildo in her ass. Luckily, I didn't scroll further down. But yeah, I guess it kind of is it's almost like the process of elimination if you look at the history of this genre. That we kind of just didn't implode. No host drama.
No host drama. Yeah, you built it up. I mean, I remember your first couple of streams. You had like 100 people watching. You're up at 5,000. Fuck, by next year you'll probably be breaking 5 digits. You're probably up at 10,000.
Well, I mean, if things keep trending this way, we will be. Yeah.
Next year, I can call Jordan Peterson a faggot to his face.
Now, Ralph, I love how diplomatic you are. When you approach a situation that's a little uncomfortable, you're very good. So let me ask you an uncomfortable question. Since Vamp is a admin of your server, what's your opinion on the conversation between Vamp and Andy? What did you think of what he had to say about that?
So okay. I guess I'll just say this. Andy Worski has always been nothing but honest with me. And I was on his show today, and he wasn't trashing the Kumite. He wasn't going at Vamp. He wasn't going at Tonka. Matter of fact, a lot of his chat was going at those same people, and he refused to go there. So I don't know. I was informed while we were on the air that Tonka and Failure were kind of airing him out. I don't know what that was about. If it was old beef bubbling up, or did it just happen to be because, you know, Andy was in their same time slot getting like 1,500 compared to their 300, if that's what the issue was. But look, Andy's always been good to me. I can't say anything bad about the guy. As far as Vamp, I mean, she's been nice to me as well. I think it's unwarranted, the things she was saying about Andy, though. So
listen to you juck and jive. I like it. Just dodging around that minefield. It's very diplomatic.
I mean, look, I don't know. I especially when he said, "Okay, let's just scroll down the same conversations on screen." I don't really see how that could be ripe for, you know, manipulation. I mean, it's right there on the screen. You guys are both going to simultaneously scroll. I don't know. I like Andy. I like what he's been doing, and you know, we had him on the show just last week. He was funny. I mean,
yeah, his numbers have been doing. I mean, like he did. I think was it a stream yesterday? Somebody said he got like 2K watching. He got like 1,500.
Yeah, I was on that with
Blair White.
With the Blair White stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Andy's kind of like Rasputin. You can't kill that dude.
It's so weird though, Ralph, because I thought there was no morning audience going by another show that's on at that time slot that only gets like 200 people watching. Where's Andy getting these numbers from?
Oh, there's a lot of people that want something entertaining in the morning.
Oh, do they? Are they desperate for some entertainment in the morning?
I think so.
It's been clearly lacking. The people are desperate for it.
Me personally, I think so, yes.
Now, let me ask you, where do you think Tonka and the Kumisei went wrong?
Oh, well, I gave my two main gripes, which was the Viva Lassa shit was driving me crazy. And the fight me in real life stuff was just, I couldn't take it after a certain point. It's like everybody, I want to fight everybody. And that was one of those things where if you hear it enough time, like, I don't know, maybe it's just a difference in age. Maybe I am old now at this point, but I grew up around an online culture where if you got to the point where you wanted to fight somebody in real life because they made you mad on the internet,
you lost.
You lost. Yeah, that was it. That was game over. You look like a fucking retard. I just think that there was like this. I don't know, man. It was again. It's the easiest shit in the world. It's the easiest formula in the world. Andy and JF had a huge audience, made a lot of money. Tonka and Failure, huge audience, made a lot of money. But this infighting shit just fucking imploded them, right? And it was just to the point where, I mean, everybody splintered off and did their own thing, right? JF's doing his own streams now, and I think he's pulling in like anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 people. So he kind of survived it, right? Andy looks like he might be getting back to it. There's only one guy that's having some difficulty. You know what I mean? There's one guy out there that's seemingly struggling with this. Now, maybe that could be because once he gets angry at you, he tries to make love to everybody that you ever fought with. Like people like, I don't know, Kraut and those
Sargon.
Particular gentlemen. Yeah, Sargon. Based Sargoy of Applebee's. Surgan.
Now, let me ask you, is there a certain bit of, I mean, maybe frustration because, you know, you've been on our stream many, many times. You've promoted us on your own stream. You've tweeted us out. But you did the same thing for the Kumite. And they were rolling right along. Now, of course, maybe I shouldn't toot my horn.
And I'd like to add, too, you know, in the intervening months between kind of when the Kumite ended and Andy kind of stopped doing his thing, I didn't talk shit about any of them.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't throwing out jabs at them on a daily basis. I wasn't making videos or streams shitting on them. I just kind of left them to do their own thing. Tonka's the one that suddenly wanted to get into it. I mean, he puts out these passive aggressive tweets where he's like, "Oh, look at this multi-billion-dollar international corporation and their fucking sporting events got these many people watching." Well, no shit, idiot. It's a billion-dollar corporation. What are you, brain dead? You fucking retarded monkey? What are you talking about? Of course, a wrestling organization or a fucking MMA organization has the money and the marketing to get a big audience. And then this whole let's set up fights between everybody. You know, newsflash, champ. Okay, people with 50 million combined subscribers are going to have people watching them if they're sitting on the toilet taking a shit. So I don't know if it's necessarily the fight component of that drew in the fucking eyes. It might just be that they're at a point where they have enough of an audience that they tune in for anything.
Well,
but like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. To be fair, that stream he was talking about only had 20K people watching it. Yours had 27.
Oh, no, but didn't you see the backpedal? After that, he said, no, I didn't mean live viewers. I meant total views afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he put out another one, I think, taking a shot at you guys, where it was like 6,000 viewers on like some WWE thing. And he's like, this is so much better than people sitting around on stream fart huffing.
Yeah, I've seen that, and look, I don't know. You know, he did a stream with the Logan Paul thing, and he had 7K watching, but the title of the stream made you think that you could actually watch the fight on the stream. So there were a lot of people tuning in, and they're like, "Whoa, I'm about to see this fight. Let me watch this," and then they tune in, and there's no fight there. I mean, I don't even know if you'll call that clickbaiting. That's
I don't know. My advice to Tonka would be, don't be bitter, be better. All right, you want an audience? Earn the audience. Be entertaining. Nobody wants to listen to Godzilla for 4 hours in the morning with dead air interspersed every 20 fucking minutes.
Well, and you looked at, I don't know if you did look, but, you know, Worski, he wasn't talking about him. He wasn't, slamming them. He was just doing his show. And there was a quote from Dongwave and Tonka's on stream where he's just like, look, I did tune into Worski's show, and you know what he's not doing? He's not running down the Kumite. He's not going at you guys. But here for the first, 10, 20 minutes of your show, you're spending it on Andy. Whereas if you just spend it on your own show, it'd probably be better time spent. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, I wouldn't even be talking about this guy if he didn't want to start this all up. But like, you listen to this shit. I mean, he blamed me for Bloodapalooza. He said, "Oh, Jim hyped it up and it turned out to be shit." Again, I didn't organize it. I didn't make money off of it. It wasn't on my channel. I didn't sell merchandise for it. I didn't put the programming together. I wasn't the fucking host, right? I was just a guy that, hey, let's set up a couple of fights and Andy's going to have a fight and we'll do it on our thing and it'll be this big deal. You know, if that gets fucked up, that's on you, man. That's your show. You know, if I put together a bad show, it's a bad show. If you do, it's on you. You know what I mean? Like, it takes some fucking responsibility for your own platform.
Well, it would be like if the Killstream was a failure, and I just said, Jim, God damn it, why wasn't this a success? What the fuck? You fucked this up. It's like, no, Ralph, you organized this, you booked all these people for this, and it sucked. Of course, I don't think it did suck. I think most people liked it, but it would, it would fall flat. That's not a very fair criticism, right?
Well, yeah, I heard a clip too of like Failure from the Kumite saying, "Does Jim hate me?" or something. I haven't said anything about Failure. Like, the only person I've responded to is Donga, because Donga wants to throw boulders at me, so I'll huck a few back at his tribe. Right? Like, that's kind of the lane I'm in.
The difference here, it seems like, is everybody says, "Oh, it's just he's allowed to be critical. He could be critical," but then when people go back and even have light, minor criticisms of him. Like, he sixed the fucking self-esteem team on you, and it like I had a stream where I was talking about my criticisms, and goddamn, the self-esteem team showed up in force.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the fact that you were starting to go in a little bit on that, and then had some people come out to try to motivate you in the other direction.
Oh boy, did that happen.
I'd say just light it on fire and watch the fucking pretty flames smoke. That's what people want, man. They want an entertaining show. They want you to speak your piece, brother. They want you to say they don't want to hear, they don't want the diplomatic thing's fine because Ralph can pull it off a bit, but they want to hear some shit talk, man. I mean, that's what's entertaining. But these pot shots that he's been throwing at me, it's fucking obvious as shit.
Well, he'd done that for a long time. Like, that wasn't just he'd been talking shit for months. Like,
oh no, I'm aware, and I mostly just ignored it because I didn't really give a fuck. It's like, all right, whatever. He's upset for some reason, but it just kept going on and on and on and on. And then he started bringing in the fucking circus freaks. Here's Crowd. Here's David Shitrat. Here's some of the fucking YouTube scientists. Here's Tommy C to whine about it. Here's Surgun, and then he brings in fucking Short Fat Otaku and the rest of the skeptic retards. So it's like really obvious. It's really fucking obvious. If you want an audience, put an entertaining show on. Don't get pissed at other people for not promoting you or for not showing up for your shit.
Why is he? And look, again, I'll try to be diplomatic, but I guess I'll just speak off the cuff. Why is he upset in the first place? So you helped his program. You promoted them. You appeared on the program many times.
No, let's be honest. Andy helped their program. All right, the best moments on the Morning Kumite were Andy related. When Andy trademarked liberalist, that was funny as shit. When Andy thought that Right Wing Watch was going to get him banned from fucking Israel, that was funny as shit. Like, those are moments that you can kind of remember. So I don't know why he's going, like, what this animosity with Andy is. Andy wasn't the one that organized the fucking IBS Apocalypse stream. Andy didn't, he was there like you guys were, you know what I mean? Just to be there if somebody wanted to fucking bring
I think he blames Andy for the death. Well, I shouldn't say the death, but the diminishment of the Kumite, that whole live thing where they ended the Kumite and then they had all those fights. I think he blames Andy for that. And then for you, I guess, the whole IBS Apocalypse stream didn't go the way he wanted. I mean, it didn't go the way looking back, was
even
complete,
still.
Well, look,
the IBS.
But let me just say this. Okay, so I was on that program.
Yeah.
Was it a complete spurk fest? Yes. Was it something that, looking back, maybe I shouldn't have participated in? Maybe. That being said, okay, so I just looked at it as, okay, it's a one-off, whatever. It was a complete shit show. And then I just went back to doing my show. Like, I didn't, we did one program about it after it happened, and then it was over. I didn't hold any.
Laughing about how gay it was.
Yeah, exactly. And that was it. We just, I don't understand why months later, so-and-so, and I know he has his criticisms. There was some video or whatever face. I don't know. That's another thing that
the way it was set up, and I told everybody the same fucking thing in the DMs. Just, redact it if it's private information. And so I had people sending me multiple versions of shit. I'd look it over. And he's talking about the Zoom video, right? Or is he talking about somebody else's video?
I guess there was a video where, look, I haven't fully examined, but there was a video that Zoom played where it showed.
I mean, if you go
oh,
back and watch that stream, Zoom literally overcuts on his audio saying Jim is a faggot. He made me remove this. Like, there's like
Yes.
30 fucking examples of that.
Well, there's a clip where it shows Tonka and Vamp, like their actual faces or whatever. Look, and I've said this before. Everybody knows who Tonka is, right? Like, so.
Wait. How could it be doxing a Vamp? I mean, she does live streams on camera on her own channel.
Yeah.
He can't be talking about Vamp.
I guess he's talking about himself then, because there's a clip where it shows a picture of him, when he was a wrestler or going down the road or some shit. But everybody knows who he is. That's another thing that I don't really understand, the whole, doxing angle or whatever. When everybody knows who you are, there's videos where it's clearly the same person. And there's even, broadcasts where you came on there and said, yeah, that's the same person. Failure on the IBS stream said, yeah, that's the same person. Like, what? I don't know.
And why did he wait 3 or 4 fucking months to bring this up?
Well, okay. I'll just say well, should I just go completely off?
Just light it on fire,
I mean,
buddy.
he says he told you about it. Even during the program that he told you about it.
I honest to God don't remember. If he did,
Okay.
I don't remember. Like I said, I told everybody, if something pops up and you don't want it on there, say something up front, and the stream, I'll kill the stream right there. I mean, I said that at the beginning.
Yeah, and there was even a couple points in the stream where you're like, okay, we're about to kill it. I said don't do this or whatever. And everybody there, me included, were just like, nah, keep going, whatever.
Yeah, and the thing is, Andy was trying to recall the tweets where he's like, Tonka was saying that Jim is a doxer. Tonka was tweeting out shit saying, yeah, Jim doxed people on demand when Zoom wanted it. Jim was showing faces and names when Zoom asked. All right, so he's trying to make it out to be like, I was just with my finger on the button ready to do it. And then he walked it back, just like he did with that shit where it was, oh, you guys will never beat these numbers on this stream. Oh, no, I didn't mean live viewers. And now I suddenly mean total views. He does that shit a lot where he'll make a statement and then he'll walk it back a little bit and try to move the goalpost.
Yeah, and look, my whole thing is, of course, he claims, he messaged you at the time or whatever. I don't know the whole details because I don't control either of you guys' accounts. I would expect that if he had said, stop the stream, that you would have stopped the stream. But even if he had all that beef, it's like Andy said, what are you doing? Like, this makes no sense picking a fight with Metokur. And I've said the same thing before to various people. Like, why are you doing this? This guy promoted you for months. It just doesn't, it's not really a logical move. So if for some reason, down the line, you decide you don't want to come on our show for whatever reason, maybe you're just busy or maybe you just don't feel like appearing on live streams, anymore. That's fine. What am I going to say? Oh, Jim's a piece of shit after all the times he came on our show and helped promote it and pimp it out on his own stream. That's just looks like sour grapes. You know what I mean?
Looks petty.
Yeah,
well, if he wants to make it out like I have something out for him, I would have gone after him myself. You know what I mean? Like if I had an issue and I wanted to go after Tonka, I would have done that. Like the IBS Apocalypse thing, people were bitching saying, oh, we've got all these complaints. Fine, I'll set up a fucking stream. You can all scream at each other. 6.5 fucking hours of it.
Oh, God.
And so I don't know, man. It was a clusterfuck of a stream. I honestly don't remember him telling me to stop it. If he did, I would have. I really, honest to God, don't remember him saying that. That's his claim. I don't know. Like I was just there, like you said. You talked about this before. I don't know. I was just kind of there along for the ride. Me and Worski really didn't have much to do with the main complaints anyway, and we were just kind of there, commenting every once in a while, but really kind of outside of on the periphery, I guess would be the way to explain it. But I don't know. Let the ghosts stay in the past, right? We're living in the present now. It's a new age. It's the age of the Killstream. All right, get with the program, Tonka. Andy's gonna stream in the morning and he's gonna fuck your numbers. And Ralph is gonna stream at night and he's gonna fuck the corpse that was left over from the fucking Andy game it earlier.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's try to look on the sunny side. Is there a possibility? Of course, this has been put out there before, and you were there ready to discuss things. Is there a possibility? Maybe you guys could talk, get on the.
You were the one to put out that lovely offer, and I agreed. I agreed right away. I said, sure, I'll go on the Killstream. And then he said, Donka's response was, I don't operate on gym time. Well, it's not my stream. You're the one that put out the invite. It's not even, this isn't my platform. I don't make money off it. These people aren't my viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was willing to come on, but he didn't want to do it. And then he tried spinning it later by saying, no, you have to come on the Killstream. Why would I? Why would I do that?
No, yeah, you mean come on the Kumite.
The Kumite. Why would I not bring the viewers here if we're going to do that? I'm going to make you shekels, Ralph. I'm not making him shekels. Fuck him. I'll make you shekels. The screaming match can be here.
I don't know. I mean, does he think it's going to just be a destruction, or maybe there's some way that there could be a, I don't know about agreement, but just okay, let's put it behind us. Maybe, I don't know. It just seems.
I don't know. I've got more interesting shit to do. I've got the DeFranco stuff coming up, right? And then
wait. What are you doing on the DeFranco stuff?
I'm waiting for World Mental Health Day, and then I'm going to take a big shit on DeFranco.
That's tomorrow, right?
No, that's Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Well, yeah, tomorrow. Depending what time zone you're in.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I've got a really fucking good stream coming up, dealing with. I've got some really fucking insane stalkers, so we're gonna be watching that shit. That'll be fun.
Now let me ask you, while you're here, and we didn't get to talk about it tonight because the stream is actually 3 hours long, and I haven't had a chance to go through and timestamp or do some type of supercut. I saw you tweeted about the whole Kenny Jones thing. Did you know anything about that, or?
The Kenny, yeah. So somebody sent me a timestamp of a stream that it was Josh from Kiwi, right?
Yeah.
Did with this dude, where he's like, "Oh, if Jim wants to make a video on me, he can make a video on me." But the stream is like 3 hours long, so I didn't watch the whole stream. So I don't know exactly what's the story behind that. What's the situation?
So basically, he donated a power supply unit to Margaret McClendon, who used to ghostwrite for, I think you know Margaret, used to ghostwrite for Milo and do a bunch of other things. Actually, on the Metokur Masterson mega show, she came in for like 5 minutes. It wasn't very well received because it kind of threw off the stream, but she's a friend of mine. She's been around for a while. She's pretty funny. Anyway, he donated a power supply unit to her, and then she stopped making streams. One of the main reasons she stopped making streams was because this guy was kind of, like stalking her basically. And now he's on a autistic quest to, I don't know, expose her or something. And that's what that stream was about. He's paid some people to make a video for him. Originally tonight, we were going to do a segment on that, but like I said, I didn't have time to go through and timestamp it. It's complete autism, basically.
So this guy donated parts then, or he was like a patron?
Yeah, so he was a Patreon supporter, and she was making, building a computer or whatever, and he sent her a power supply unit, and now he feels cheated because she took down her videos, and she's not making any more videos, and she's not playing Overwatch like he wants her to play, and so he thinks she should either A, make more videos, B, like give him the copies of the old videos, or A and B, do both, and start playing Overwatch again.
Well, if he's unhappy with the shit that she's doing, like he stopped giving her money, right? That would be the first thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he did stop giving her money, but he's taken his other money and started. So he hired a private investigator to find out. What? Yeah, he hired a private investigator. He's hired people to kind of fuck with her. According to her, he's also spoofed phone numbers, trying to message her phone and shit. I mean, he admits on that stream that he absolutely hired the private investigator.
He's doing this because he wants the power supply unit back, or what?
No, he wants more Margaret McClendon. Basically, he wants more
Overwatch videos.
Yeah.
Wait, so the dude hired a PI?
Yes.
To hunt this chick down because he wants to watch her play Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got that 100% correct.
It gets even worse. There's a lot more shit.
By the way, Josh, do we have the crossover worked out?
Yes, it's already set up.
Okay. Josh from Kiwi Farms, maybe he can explain it. Again, I've been on the inside of this for a while because Margaret's a friend of mine, but Josh was actually there for the full 3 hours of the stream. Maybe he can explain it for a second while I have to take a piss because my bladder's about to explode if I do not. I got him. Go ahead.
Cool.
Hello.
Hey.
So, okay, yeah, this guy's fucking crazy because he was getting bullied in the voice chat in the Discord. And he was afraid of me making a threat on him. So he's like, let's have a conversation over voice chat in private. And I was like, okay. About 15 minutes into talking with this guy, I'm like, okay, I have to make a secret live stream and show everybody in the Discord what this guy is saying when he thinks it's in confidence. And he goes through this story, and basically what it is he bought a power supply unit with a couple other fans of this chick who was popular during 2016 during the election as like one of the Trump women who were kind of getting popular. And the arrangement was that if they bought this new gaming computer, because her laptop was junk and it couldn't render videos properly, she would start doing a certain schedule where she would put out content like every day of the week. And after the computer got bought, she didn't fulfill that obligation because she has Crohn's disease, and she had some kind of medical emergency shortly after the computer got put together. And since then, Kenny has been on a crusade to get her to fulfill that obligation. And he basically said during the live stream that I was putting on secretly that he would stop harassing her if she did 1 hour of content a week live streaming, and re-uploaded all the videos she deleted when she got spooked by the stalkers that were harassing her. So and I asked him, he's like, do you even watch this shit that she's doing now? And he said no. He said it's just the principle of the matter. So he doesn't even watch, or he says he doesn't watch what she does, but he is demanding that she do this shit for this principle, this obligation that he's not interested in himself.
So why is he hiring a PI then? I mean, he knows what her social media is, right? Like, what does he need the PI for?
She had said that he's from a city where 3 women were found dead. And it's true. The city he's from actually does have an active serial killer. And she kind of implied that it might be him because he's a creepy weirdo, right?
Okay.
So he wanted to sue her for defamation, and he claims he hired the PI to dox her so he could send litigation towards her. He never did sue her, but the PI... after, I guess he also thought that Kenny was a creepy weirdo, extorted him for thousands of dollars to keep the fact that he tried to dox her a secret. He didn't pay her, and the guy kept his word and did alert her over text message.
The guy said if you pay me $3,000, I won't tell her all the shady shit you've been doing. Of course, he didn't pay it.
It was a guy from like Sri Lanka that he hired on Fiverr.
Oh, so he got hustled. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Wow, he must be a very smart cookie.
Yeah,
he surprisingly he does have a master's degree in whatever the fuck you call the study of snakes.
He's a zoologist.
It's like hepatology or something. It's specifically the study of
who hires a Sri Lankan investigator on Fiverr?
Everything he does is from Fiverr. He admits that
everyone from Fiverr.
He admits not only this, there was something else he hired off Fiverr, but he's doing this hit video on Margaret, and that's what we're waiting for him to put out. But to do this, he paid $100 on Fiverr to have the script written. He paid $100 on Fiverr to have a voice actor narrate it, and he's paying another $100 to have it professionally cut.
So how much? What's the average price for a power supply unit? It's like $50, isn't it?
He paid $250 for the most expensive one he could find.
Yeah, he bought a 1200 watt gold certified power supply.
Okay, and he paid the Sri Lankan private investigator from Fiverr $3,000 to keep quiet, and then he spent $300.
No.
Yeah, the guy said if you don't pay me $3,000, I'm going to tell her all the shady shit you've been trying to do to her. He didn't pay the $3,000, and then he told Margaret about it. Yeah.
Oh well, at the very least, he spent more on the Fiverr.
Oh
video
yeah, dude. No,
than he did on the power supply.
He sunk so much money into this. Not only that, he knows I'm friends with Margaret, right, and have been for years. And so he's hung around our Discord forever. Tried to hang around, my stream and stuff. And then today he sent me a message, said, I'm going to shut down this Discord if you don't do this and this. And so I just banned him from the Discord. Now he still wants
why is he going after you? Did he
well,
give you
some people were well, he knows I talked to Margaret, but
it might have been me.
Yeah, some people were fucking with him in the Discord, and he said, Ralph, if you don't stop this, again, I have very little desire to police the Discord anyway, because as you know, Jim, Discord is complete cancer, and I'm starting to think I should just delete the entire Discord. But so he's like, if you don't police this Discord, these people are fucking with me. I'm gonna, message the Discord admins or whatever and try to get it banned. So I just banned him instead. So that's
he couldn't handle the jokes.
So
Yeah.
do you guys also know that he used to super chat into the Kumite?
Yeah, he did fake super chats in Margaret's name to the Kumite. He also set up also set up an archive channel with the few videos of hers that he does have. He set up a Margaret McClellan archive channel, and according to Margaret, he also used to super chat into Baked Alaska streams, like flirting with Baked Alaska in her name. So
he's like legit mad. He wants vengeance.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty much
Over
The
a power
funny
supply.
thing is, it's also that, and he was a $5 a month or $5 a video patron on Patreon. And whenever you point out how illogical he is and how nonsensical it is, because I went at length to say, if you keep fucking with this chick and the people that you're hounding, like Jim and like Ralph, start to buy into the story, you realize that people are going to find your job because you've told people what your job is, and you might get fired again because he was in the labs at some museum where he lives, and after people started telling them that he was stalking Margaret, he got fired from that, but he still works for that same museum as a field researcher collecting venom from snakes. And I'm telling him, like, you say this is your dream job, but everything you're doing is putting this at risk, right? And he whenever you say that, it's like, well, you know what? It's the principle of the matter. It's the principle of the matter. I can do whatever I want, and it's completely justified because it's the principle of the matter. And that to me was like the telltale sign that he was a legit creepy stalker, because no matter how obvious the logical fallacy was, and no matter how hard you or easily you explained it to him, he would always revert to it's the principle of the matter. So in his head, he has like rewired his brain to see this as the logical conclusion of what has happened regarding the Patreon and the gaming PC.
Oh, so if she were to give him back the power supply unit or give him the money's worth, the equivalent of whatever it cost, would that end it for him? Would that
now? At one point, Josh asked him, like, if you give me if she gave you the old videos and just and he kind of seemed to say yes, but I don't believe that for a second, because if you look back on his Twitter history, he was he was very thirsty for this woman.
Josh asked him if she would stream without a face cam on, would that be enough for you? And he said yes, because
not only
he just
that,
wants her to sit there.
Well, Margaret has an illness, so Margaret's
if she would just
sick
sit there
sometimes.
with no camera, no audio, and just Overwatch playing.
He said
he would be fine with that. He just wants her to sit there and stream for him,
even without a mic, even if it was just her on her account playing the game with no face cam, no mic, no interaction, he would be okay with that. And to me, that was like, so you don't even care about the content, you just want to force her to do something she doesn't want to do, and that's your satisfaction.
Well, I've got to listen to the stream now. Now I have to hear
Yeah,
it. Like,
you should.
Are you sure he's not trolling? Are you sure it's not like a
No,
joke?
it's not trolling. Jim, look, I'll tell you for 1,000% fact, it's not trolling, because when I got out, for my state-sponsored vacation, I'd seen Kenny around before. But, again, I talked to Margaret a lot, and we had been following this for months because he's been doing creepy shit for months and months, even before the last few days where it finally came out into the open. He's been in the Discord, trying to... He tried to get me to write a hit piece on her, which, of course, I'm not going to do because he's completely wrong.
So I want to make sure I'm really understanding this. His main gripe is the power supply unit was promised for more videos, and she didn't do the videos, and that's why he's upset.
Yeah, he's trying to say
it's not really
a scam.
The power supply. It's the fact that he gave her money, so the way he said it, he said that he is entitled to her videos, to her streaming. He wants her time, and he wants her to do something for him. It doesn't matter how good it is, whatever she does. He just wants her to sit there and do something, a stream of her just fucking staring at a wall. He just wants her to do something.
Was that okay? I mean, like, it's weird because, I mean, I on one hand, I do get it. Like, if you give people money on the internet or if you buy them shit, you would expect them to do what they say they're going to do.
Oh, and I said it.
I have a Patreon, right? So, and I get people that leave all the time. They're like, you're not doing enough videos. Oh, well, okay. I mean, I totally get that, right? But on the other hand, this seems kind of like overkill for a power supply unit. like impersonating her and then throwing out super chats, flirting with dudes and shit.
The
total value of money that he spent on her, he claims, is less than like $500.
He said before that it was above 1,000. So I think
yeah. So he's throwing good money. So even if you thought you were completely in the right, which I do not agree with that, but let's say you're Kenny and you're like, I'm completely in the right. What kind of person kept throwing hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars at a lost cause? And not only that, I mean, he has a Kiwi Farms thread now. We're talking about it here on this stream. By the way, he begged me for months to talk about it on the stream. So
I mean, look, Ralph, this reminds me of, there's a movie called Gotti. I think Nicholson's in it. I can't remember. It's like from the 90s. But there's like this speech where they're talking about what's the worst thing you can do to somebody. And it's something along the lines of, you can wrong somebody and they'll get over it. But if you slight them, it never goes away because it's always in their head, eating them away. And this sounds like a dude that feels slighted and doesn't want to let it go.
I think that's absolutely correct, yeah. But yeah,
that's a power supply unit. That's the funny thing to me.
With the power supply, yeah.
Well, in his mind, he would be able to justify it even if he never gave her a penny. The principle of the matter is whatever the fuck he wants it to be. And even if the way he described it, I don't have all the information, but the way he described it, it's like, yeah, she did kind of renege on responsibilities regarding her relationship with her patrons. But all you do when that happens is you withdraw your support and you maybe tell a couple people, I'm not going to support her anymore. You don't do this shit.
There was a
Even
bunch
if
of
he
other
was in the
patrons.
right, he's not in the right
So
anymore.
say somebody gave you something. How long are you obligated to make videos though? That's what I don't.
I asked him that, and he said a year.
Well,
He's entitled to a year worth of her effort.
I've talked to Margaret, and the main reason
Kenny Jones, Honorable Judge Kenny Jones, being like, you will be sentenced to 1 year on probation. Where you're
but look, the main reason
video.
she gives for ceasing her activities was because this guy was being a fucking creep and just hounding her everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
and that's the reason she stopped.
I don't know anything about this chick. I don't know if she's like sketchy. I don't know if she's legit. So I can't give like an opinion on that. All I'm getting is like his side of it, but. So he wants a year's worth, so that's 52 streams. So that works out to what, $5 an hour? Is about what he's.
I guess so. About minimum, a little bit. I guess. Well, minimum wage is a little bit higher now. But yeah.
Does she still have a Patreon to do stuff, or did she shut that
down?
No,
she doesn't. She doesn't have a
completely
Patreon.
Withdrawn it. She's active in one like podcast type thing where she talks. I think regarding like women and conservatism, or it's like a dating advice thing. I don't know what the fuck she does, but she does do one thing as a co-host, but she has no Patreon activity. And that's because when she got her computer, she had that medical issue and she stopped for a month and she was still doing like one thing out of her schedule. But by the end of that month, Kenny had harassed her so much that she didn't want to go back to it ever again. So I told him as much. I said, you're the reason why she stopped, because you harassed her so much when she was like shitting herself or shitting out her front hole.
But you said he doesn't even want your shit really. So why does he care?
Well, he's lying.
After the month, because he liked her original schedule, but when she went and did this new thing, I don't know exactly what it is, but as a co-host, he's not interested in that. But he says he's satisfied with that live stream as being part of the live stream obligation, but he also wants her to do several other auxiliary things to meet old obligations. So you could sit here and write it out as what he wants, but I doubt he has.
Did he mention this when he gave her the computer parts? Did he say, hey, I'm going to give you a PSU to repair your computer, but you have to do this? Or did he just say, I want to give it to you as now?
Like, is there a contract? There's no fucking contract.
I'm straight. Like, did he ever mention it at all in a post or anything? Or did he just say, I want to do something nice for you because your computer broke?
Yeah, my understanding is he did not mention that.
She put out like an Amazon wish list with like computer parts or something. And the idea was she couldn't do as much because her laptop couldn't, like her shitty $100 Walmart laptop could not do these videos or streams correctly. So the idea was, yes, if they bought her a computer, she would live stream. But she does have the Crohn's disease. And apparently after they got together and bought this for her, she had an extended stay in the hospital and was like on painkillers and shit because she was in.
Well, she has like they had to take out like half of her intestine or some shit.
Yeah,
like, she's very.
The front hole comment. She had a colon. She has her colon's missing and she has to poop into a bag off the front of her body. Like, yeah, it's gross. But that's That's who Kenny wants to fuck that front hole so bad.
I mean, he does this to a lot of e-thoughts. He gives a shit ton of money, like thousands of dollars, to Brittany Venti. He donates to
Wait,
Sargon.
what?
Like, yeah.
I like how Sargon was the second name on the list of e-thoughts.
I mean, he acts like one.
I know he's in Monday Matt's Discord as well. So there was another thing where he tried to rile up Monday Matt's Discord against me, which was pretty funny. After
You remember when Sargon
Kenny wants to show Sargon his snakes.
Ralph, do you remember when Sargon was shit talking you during his D&D stream?
Yeah,
Kenny was the
vaguely.
one who super chatted that to get him to shit talk.
Yeah,
you.
he constantly tries to start up shit. Of course, I'm already starting shit between all these people, but he hangs around my Discord, and then he tries to go to others and like leak stuff. And I mean, it's a public Discord, so really, I mean, it doesn't make any sense anyway. But yeah, that's
you should bring him on the Killstream, Ralph. I'd love
he
to
wants to come on.
Oh,
he
he
wants to
is
come on.
scared.
No. He asked me earlier today. Of course, I didn't think we'd get into this, but we're in our I don't even know, 4.5 hours now.
27th hour now.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get into it tonight. So actually, he messaged me and I said, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get into it because I haven't had time to timestamp the stream and all this. Of course, here we are talking about it. But yeah,
Would he go on stream with Jim? Because when someone sent him a fake tweet of Jim tweeting about
He
him,
got scared.
he shot his pants.
No, and I don't know if you saw this. I just pulled it up on air. His Twitter's protected now. But, I don't know if Jim saw this yesterday. Or, Jim's friend runs a certain Twitter account, a fan account for Jim's streams and stuff. And I messaged the friend and let him know what was going on. And Kenny said, Ralph, please, let's avoid involving Jim any further in this matter. Me and you both know you're leaving out a significant amount of context relating to this issue. So I don't know.
Ralph, I think Kenny might be right here. We do need the full context. Kenny, come on.
Are you willing
Come
to
on
talk?
down, Kenny.
Are you willing to talk? Look, I guess I can message him right
to
now.
my conversation with him first, because I think you're going to get a lot of repeats in terms of what he says. So if you I went into this cold, I had no idea what his story was before he started telling me. So if you listen to that and kind of get some more backstory, you might be able to pin him on more of what he says. Because apparently he did gloss over quite a bit of shit that he did to Margaret.
All right,
You got to bring on a couple of people. Who,
I messaged him now. We'll see. I don't know if he's going to answer now. We might have to do it tomorrow. I don't know if you're willing to talk to him or not, Jim. But
Well, did people wrangle snakes in the evening?
he just super chatted.
Oh, hey, there he is.
did he really?
Oh, he wants in.
$5.
He wants in. Yeah, there you go. You guys can have your combo.
If he goes
Oh my
on, can I bring
God.
on one or two people?
All right. Well, let's. I'm here, Ralph. Let me in. I can't defend myself if you banned me for disc. Okay. Well, I don't have to let you back in
Oh,
the
here we go.
Discord.
I'm going to grab a drink. This is going to be
All right,
fun.
go ahead. I'm gonna go grab one myself. But so Kenny, all right. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to get some water here back.
I guess I could let him back in temporarily. He threatened the Discord. That's why I banned him, because he's like, well, I'm gonna get this Discord banned. So I was like, okay, fuck you, get out. That's the only reason. And he's been fucking around for months, by the way, and I didn't ban him. But when he said that, I was like, okay, get out. You know what? Fuck you. Okay, so
All right.
how about this? I have the Hangout link, but I'm just gonna go ahead and revoke the Discord ban. Here's the Discord link.
Ban him after the show.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Ralph, if you're going to bring Kenny on, can we please bring on Dr. Roxo? Because he said his name about 7 times during the stream with Josh, and he is scared as shit of him.
All right, well, let's get Kenny on
cannot.
first, and we'll see.
Oh, it'll be funny.
Well, of course it'll be funny. He was great in Metalocalypse.
All right, there goes the Discord link, Kenny. Go ahead and rejoin, and we'll bring you in. Wow, oh man, this show has everything.
You never know what you're going to get on the kill stream.
The kill stream. All right, let's see here. See if he's joined.
Well, Ralph, you're under a contractual obligation now to give at least an hour. We've worked the rate out.
All right, we're waiting on you, Kenny. Let me make sure. Is that actually Kenny? Hold on, let's go to his channel. Is it full of Margaret videos? Yeah, I think that actually is his channel.
The real Kenny Jones is in the green room right now. 6648. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, that's him.
Wow. It's really happening. All right. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Kenny Jones, you're on the air on the Killstream.
Hello, fellas. What's happening, man?
What's up?
Hello, Kenny.
Nothing, nothing much. Just here to, give my side. It's hard to defend yourself when you're banned.
Well, look, I'll say this again, and I'll say it to your face. I'm assuming you saw the stream since you super chatted it. And the reason I banned you is because you came in there.
Someone sent me a message on Discord. What you understand is
Kenny, hold on. Let me finish what I was saying. The reason I banned you is because you came in the patron chat, which you do give on Patreon, which that's great. I appreciate. That doesn't mean I'm gonna just let you do whatever. You came in the patron chat and you said, Ralph, if you don't do this and this and this and that, I'm gonna report you. You said somebody was using your dad's photo as a.
I said someone is doxing my family.
That's what you said. I didn't see any evidence of doxing. I didn't see any evidence.
I linked you to the evidence. I took screenshots of the evidence.
All right, I'm just telling. And then you said, "Well, I'm going to message these Discord admins," and I said, "Okay, you're banned." I said, "Okay,
man."
Okay, I said, "Okay, you're banned." Anyway, you're here now.
Oh, I'm here now, but that was a kind of a massive injustice. You're telling
not really. Kenny, I almost banned you like 15 times over the last 2 months.
For what charges? What rules did I break?
Because you're fucking stalking my friend. That's what the fucking charge was. Do I need a bigger charge than that? Okay. Okay. Well, that's what we're here to talk about.
Okay, we're here. I'm here.
Okay. Well, go right ahead. Tell us why you're not. Because everything I've seen is that you are.
Last time I checked, I should have to prove my innocence. You have to prove your guilt.
Okay, so
it's pretty obvious. Why do you have 7 damn Twitter accounts trying to tweet at this chick?
To prove what she's done to people. To prove that she's cheated her patrons. Cheated her.
Why are you stalking her? I know
I'm not stalking her.
No, wait. Let me ask you. Yeah, no. Look. Let me ask you, Kenny. You tweeted at Margaret at least 300 times. Is that correct?
Well, in the lifetime of since I've been following her?
Yeah, I'm saying at least, by the way. It's probably closer to 500 or 700, but at least from my amateur perusal, you tweeted at her at least 300 times, correct?
Man, I don't know how many times I tweeted. I mean, I probably tweeted you probably 200 times myself. I don't know.
Okay. So let me continue. All right. Okay. All right. You don't necessarily want to. You're saying that's fair though. That's not an exaggeration. That's probably fair.
I have no idea. I don't.
Let me ask you. Do you? So you're saying you don't know? You don't know if that's fair or not?
I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know.
You do not recall. Okay.
Do you think that Margaret wants contact with you? Do you think she wants those?
Let me continue. Hold on. I want to continue. I've been involved with this quite a long time, believe it or not. So you were a Patreon supporter of Margaret, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So you, how much did you get per month?
About $5 per video. It wasn't per month for most.
Okay, so mine's set up per month, not per video. Obviously, I do 20 streams per month. That'd be a little Jewy even for me. So, so I have mine on per month, but hers was on per video. How many videos do you estimate she did per month?
About two to three, possibly. I would say.
So you're saying you're $10 to $15 in the hole per month, right?
Potentially.
Okay. So
I wouldn't say in the hole because, like I said,
I mean, that's a figure of speech, right? You were $10 to $15 into support.
Well, actually, I want to ask one thing, and then I'll let you guys get back to it. Her Patreon, is it set up per month or per video?
It was set per video, but then when she stopped doing content, surprisingly, she set it per month, so she didn't have to do any work to take money from people.
All right, and how long after she switched it to per month were you still a supporter?
I wasn't a supporter after that.
So it didn't. Okay, so you were only paying per video, so you paid for what you got at that point.
Yes, but you have to understand, every video that people Patreons have paid for has been taken down, right? So every video that the Patreons have supported, they cannot watch, they cannot access, they have no access to. And that's one issue I have. That's one problem I have an issue with.
But let me ask you, you watched those videos when they first came out?
Yeah, I sure
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't own the copyright of those. I mean, the person who put those videos out still own those videos. It doesn't mean that you have the right to them in perpetuity.
I never said I did.
Well, you seem to be angry about it right now. That's why I'm asking.
I'm angry because, like I said, if somebody sponsors content, they should have the right to at least view the content they sponsor. They should have the right to have access. You should have the right to access that content.
You already viewed it.
How do you know? I might have missed one. As far as you know,
You just said you watched all of them.
I mean, look, I'm not. I make mistakes. I could have missed one video.
But I'm going by what you said, Kenny.
Yeah, I understand you're going by what I said. All right, but I'm trying to
explain. That's all I can go by.
That it's possible I missed one. It's possible that some other individuals have missed
whose
five.
Fault is that? Whose fault is that? Is that hers or yours?
It's hers when she take down all the videos.
If
her obligation.
Them, would you watch them?
I beg your pardon?
If you re-uploaded them, would you watch them?
That's irrelevant.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're very upset that you haven't gotten to see maybe one or two videos, but you don't know if you'd watch them or not.
It's the principal thing. Here we go back to the principal thing again.
But she fulfilled her obligation, though. She uploaded the videos and
she's denied access to the videos as
they
well.
They were up in the first place, though, and you. Like, what do you mean the access? Do they have to be up forever, or there was no agreement where they had to be up forever?
No. I mean,
did you sign a contract when you donated on her Patreon? Was there something that you?
I didn't realize there was contracts you had to sign on Patreon.
Okay, but there is
no videos, Kenny.
But you still obligated.
But
to
there's
Patreon
no statement saying these videos are going to be up forever. I'm going to make these videos. They were made. You saw them, and they're not there anymore.
There's a reason, though, Ralph. There's certain limitation here. I mean, let's not pretend that you put the video for 5 seconds and take it down.
Well, that's not the case. I mean, they were up longer than that.
But I'm just saying that there's the bounds of reason here that you're ignoring.
Okay, so all right, let's just say, and again, we'll get into a little bit deeper the stuff we've been talking about. Let's just say everything you think and believe is absolutely 100% true. What in the world? Why is this worth it? You see, you're here, over 4,000 people still watching this show. Why would you continue with this autistic witch hunt? Like, it makes no sense.
Because I want to clear my name. I'm sick and tired of people lying about me.
But you were already on this. No, but wait. You were already on this witch hunt even before people started fucking with you. The reason they started fucking with you is because you kept going with this dumb shit.
No, people was calling me a stalker long before I even asked you for help.
Because you were doing stalking shit.
Do you know why they call me a stalker?
Because you're stalking. Yeah, but go ahead.
No, I'm not. But no, his thing. Like, if a stalker typically follows the individual on every available platform, typically speaking, I don't follow her on her live streams. I don't watch her periscopes. All right, and you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't see me posting.
Okay,
on
so
her
you
Instagram.
didn't send me a message when she came on during the Metokur Masterson show for 10 minutes and said, "Oh, it's great to see Margaret back on live streams again." You didn't send me that message.
Yeah, but that was a Killstream, Ralph. I watched the Killstream.
You did send me that though, correct?
Yeah, I did send you that. Yeah. I did watch the Killstream. I guess you're right. I did watch the Killstream. I am a Patreon supporter, so I guess I did watch the Killstream. I'm guilty. What can I say?
Okay, so
by your logic, Ralph takes down his streams. Do you feel that your Patreon donation to him is being violated by him taking down his streams?
He also re-uploads them somewhere else
all the time. Not if he can't.
If he can't, then I don't expect him to do the impossible. I'm just saying. I mean,
Kenny, are you still interested in Margaret's content? Do you still watch her stuff?
I can't watch her stuff. She's taking it down.
But she makes new content. She's still
no. I don't watch that content.
So why did when a couple of people asked you that she was talking about you in her last stream, you said no, she wasn't. I watched it. How would you know that she didn't talk about you if you're not watching her content still?
because I jumped over there and seen what she was.
Oh, so you are
posting.
still watching her stuff.
When someone
saying.
when somebody messaged me and says that Margaret's talking about you, and previously Margaret says I'm a serial killer, yeah, I do jump over there to see what she's talking about.
Now, by the way, okay, so you're talking about when she joked about you being a serial killer.
Joked.
Well, she did, but you had fucked with her for months and months, and she said, "Oh, well, look at these dead bodies in this guy's hometown. He's creepy as fuck."
I mean, what do you? I never accused her of doing anything she didn't do. Man, do you? I mean,
she just wants you to go away.
How is this equivalent to accusing me of being a serial killer?
She didn't say outright you were a serial killer.
She didn't say you.
She did it as close as legally possible.
She didn't say it was you, though. You're the one that stepped up to the plate and said,
I was the only person that challenged her to the kumite.
You seem to be taking that mantle upon yourself.
And by the way, you also sent her an email. Let me go ahead.
Before you get to the email,
go ahead.
Are we sure this isn't a troll? You're not fucking with us?
Jim, it's 1000% not a troll. I know Margaret.
You're sure he gave her money and he gave her PSU?
I swear to God, this is
a laugh. We're not having
this. Is 100%.
It's been like this for over 2 years now.
I wish I could say this was a laugh. It's not. It's 100% true.
This is exactly how he always is.
Now, there was a caller who called in. Let me say this. There was a caller who called in on Friday acting like Kenny. That was not Kenny. This is absolutely Kenny, and this is a real issue, and he's been bugging me about it for months to talk about it. So yes, this is absolutely.
And Margaret backs up what
you brought up. You the one who woke this up again, Ralph. Let's not pretend that I woke this up. Yes, you the one that came out of the blue the other day and called me a stalker for no reason.
So you know who woke it up? You know who woke it up? You getting recorded and getting live streamed by the owner of Kiwi Farms, who goes into a private chat with the owner of Kiwi Farms.
That even happened, Ralph?
No,
I have a screenshot. I have screenshots, Ralph.
He has the evidence.
I got screenshots, Ralph.
Let me read this email.
I usually keep things confidential. It's just that in Kenny's case, I couldn't do it.
Let me read this. Let me read this email that you sent to Margaret. This is from the Margaret McClendon. Let me read this. This is from the Margaret McClendon fan channel. Margaret, this is a ridiculous and unreasonable way to treat a channel dedicated to letting your fan base see your videos again. All credit was given to you both in the description of every video and in the about page of the channel. It also clearly says none of the videos on this channel have been monetized. You and I both know it's unethical to deny the sponsors of your videos the right to see the very video they made possible. This is an official YouTube message, so I know you have seen it. I swear under penalty of perjury that I have a good faith belief that the material was removed due to a mistake or misidentification of the material to be removed or disabled. I consent to the jurisdiction of the Federal District Court for the district in which my address is located, or if my address is outside the United States, the judicial district in which YouTube is located, and will accept service of process from the claimant. And then you sign it, Kenny Jones, and your address is originally there. I blocked that out on the message, but you did send that.
I appreciate it.
You did.
That's a counter DMCA. He's trying to force her to court.
Yeah.
She's the one sent it. I just counted it. And
Well,
see, I wouldn't put that under me sending her email, because that's a response. I had to respond to that.
She wanted you to take down the videos that you re-uploaded without permission, without
it's an
commentary,
archive.
and you tried to force her. That's still not. That's really gray area.
If she wants to take me to court, I'm willing to go.
Because that's the thing. Because you're so desperate to see her, you would love to see her even in court. Don't you think that's kind of creepy, Kenny? Don't you think that's a stalker kind of thing?
You're sick, man.
No, you're so desperate to be near this woman, you don't even care if it's in court.
I don't care. I don't care about Margaret. I told you. I've told you already in that last stream.
You said
that is not motive. Look, I'm not motivated by that. I've been trying to explain that to you guys. I don't care what you think.
I think everybody thinks you are, because Russell Greer sued Taylor Swift, and that was the reason why. He was so desperate.
I have no idea who that is.
Now let me ask you, Kenny. Let me ask you, Kenny. You signed it. You hired a private investigator to look into Margaret, correct?
That's right. Yeah, I did.
Now, under what galaxy would that be a reasonable response to your beef here?
What galaxy? Well, let's see.
Like, why is that?
Well,
Most people just say, "All right, I lost a few bucks, whatever." Even taking
because I didn't just lose a few bucks. When she went out and she alluded to me being a serial killer. I explained to you how I lost.
Hired the private investigator. You hired the private investigator before then. Is my understanding.
Well, that's wrong.
Well, I would disagree with it. I think you hired it before then. Now, okay, but we can agree to disagree on that. You did hire a private investigator.
Yeah, because I was prepared for a particular lawsuit.
And how much did you pay for that? Wait, yeah, okay, yeah. How much did you pay for it?
How much did you pay for this Fiverr private investigator?
That's irrelevant.
It was
kind of does.
Anyway,
I mean, you're saying that you lost some money.
Yeah, I lost money because I was suspended from work without pay for 3 months.
Okay, now because let me say because of all this,
it's almost as if it's warranted of a lawsuit.
No, but look, because of this whole autistic journey, you were suspended from work, correct?
I suppose so.
If not fired from work, you're trying to say you have a new job. No, whatever. It fucked up. It fucked with your work history.
Wait, how did he lose his job?
When he was stalking her and the Kumite thing happened, they contacted the museum he worked at, and they filed complaints, and they had a zero tolerance policy for that kind of stuff. So he did get dismissed, but they rehired him as an independent contractor. I think
how did they find his work though?
Well,
that's not how it happened.
He's not that smooth, Jim.
It's amazing how many times I've told this story. And yet, not a single one of these individuals that's in this chat can get a single sentence right. It's amazing. Josh, the man of Kiwi Farms, can't get one damn sentence right.
Give me the evidence.
Well, I got your parents' docs right.
Yeah, you doxed my parents. Good job. I mean, congratulations.
Good job, Josh. Good work.
Okay, so what's right then?
What do you mean? Well, I guess my parents' docs is right, and I can't deny that.
No, I mean you said that
today. I went to go pick up my mother, and I took her back to my house.
Yeah, well, I don't care about that. Look, that's not my bag. But what I'm saying is, what's wrong about Anyway, my point was you put your job, you put your career in jeopardy over sending a power supply unit to a girl on the internet. That's you put your whole life in jeopardy over some dumb shit. And if you listen to the stream, let me finish, and I'll let you finish. You put your whole life in jeopardy over the dumbest of shit ever. And if you listen to the stream with you and Josh just the other day, you're fully willing to continue to just, tank your entire life over the dumbest of shit.
I'm willing to make that last video and end it all. Yes, you're right.
End it all how?
I make fun of you for making the video.
I don't care if some people make fun of me. Clearly,
I don't. But you're on here trying to defend yourself again.
I'm here with the biggest bully on the internet. Clearly, I don't care if people make fun of me.
Who is that? Who's the biggest bully on the internet?
Hey, Mr. Metokur is the coolest guy on the internet, from what I hear. He's the man with a plan. Right, so I'm just trying to explain. I don't care if people make fun of me.
I like Jim's stunned silence. He won't even approach that.
Continue on with your story. Yeah, I'm curious, boys. Keep going.
I'm pretty much done. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I don't see the thing about it is me giving someone a PSU shouldn't connect to me losing. It shouldn't be a risk of me losing my job. I don't.
Yeah, but that's not all that happened, Kenny.
There's about 500 steps of additional retardation between you giving her a PSU and you risking your job.
You're not. You don't even. You're brand new in this issue.
It was a gift. What do you expect? So they stopped making videos.
Look, on Margaret's wish list. Okay, Margaret had a wish list at one time.
Yeah.
Okay, on Margaret's wish list when she was building her computer. It clearly said that these components that was being bought will be used to help her make content, videos, live streaming, and playing with her fan base. Okay, that was the three things that were listed on her wish list. All right. So that was what I was. That was what the parts were going for, right? There was no misunderstanding that the components were being used, going to be used for that reason. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not under the impression that that's all she's going to use it for, right? I can understand she's going to use it for writing work. I can understand she can use it for her, playing pinball for all I know, right? But when she says that these are the 3 things that I'm going to use this computer for, and people donate those components for that purpose, and she doesn't use it for that purpose, I have an issue with that.
Okay, you're allowed to have an issue with that. It's not. Nobody's arguing that. Nobody gives a shit. It's everything else that you've done that makes you look like a fucking loser, Kenny. How do you not get this by now? It's only been explained to you like 20 fucking times.
Well, what exactly have I done to Margaret again?
You stalked her for a year.
Kenny, when you hired that private investigator, did you try to find her address and phone number?
Yeah, so I can get to my lawyer. Yes.
So you don't think it's stalking, paying people to find someone's address and phone number, and then strangely enough, right after you do this, she receives a bunch of phone calls with your voice and a bunch of other.
That's a lie. That's a lie. It can't be my voice because I've never called her. Go ahead. I mean, if Margaret McLennan has evidence that it's my voice, you would think that she would have recorded. I'm telling you, like, there's no way in the world that Margaret McLennan wouldn't have saved that recording. She would have put it on Twitter. She would have put me on blast, my man. She would have put me on blast.
I think that she would just sit there with a phone recorder before every phone call she ever.
If she suspected that it's me. And the same person's calling her, yes.
If she's a woman and she's afraid she's getting stalked, she's not going to put you on blast because every time she mentions your fucking name, you justify another year of crusade against her.
She's put me on blast. It's not like she hasn't done already.
How did that turn out? Because now you're fucking trying to find out where she lives. So the best thing she could do is completely fucking ignore you, which she has done since she made that comment regarding the Kumite thing. And she's completely ignoring you. She wants to forget you exist.
Let's keep this in mind. Kenny, you precipitated that. You sent fake super chats in her name to the Kumite. You made that happen. Okay, doesn't matter.
It wasn't the Kumite.
Okay, you made that happen. You sent fake super chats in her name. Doesn't matter what stream it was. You made that happen. So you're acting like, she just did that out of nowhere. You're the one that fucking precipitated that.
She did the same thing to Law Luma, bro.
Okay, so don't put out fake super chats in somebody else's name and maybe you won't get slapped down. You did that to yourself.
What do you mean maybe I won't get slapped down? She did the same thing to Law Luma.
I don't have any evidence or knowledge of that.
I do. I do.
All of the evidence.
I do.
Can I just say, trying to say that you're not a stalker, but now you're sitting here and saying that you have evidence of a super chat that you say is Margaret pretending to be Laura Loomis. Do you realize how everybody sees that?
I didn't say it was a super chat. She posted evidence of her impersonating Laura Luma and donating to a charity on her website, which the page is now taken down because you want to try to get rid of the evidence of it. But I took a screenshot of it.
Okay, but that my point still stands though. Like you see how this looks to literally everybody else that's watching this and listening to this right now.
Can you see the stream chat? Can you see what they're saying about you?
I don't care about stream chat.
You obviously do care about your reputation. You're all here saying, "I'm going to protect my reputation." Like,
I don't care about stream. I don't care about stream chat.
Who are you trying to protect your reputation from then? Why would you come on here if you don't care about the people who watch the show, Kenny?
I don't know. I guess you have a point there to a certain degree. However, just because I care in general about what people on the internet think of me, because I'm sick of I don't want my parents to be drug into this, right? I don't want to be some kind of crusade.
So why don't you just stop?
Why don't I just stop?
Yeah.
I mean, how was I supposed to know that this crusade is going against me for doing absolutely nothing wrong?
I specifically warned you what would happen.
It happened, Josh, because you live streamed it.
It happened because I was trying to talk to you reasonably, and you couldn't.
You live streamed the video,
It
Josh.
happened before that,
You
Kenny.
had been
We were,
reasonable in it.
No one
You wouldn't
doxed
have
me
had any
before
problem.
that.
no, Kenny, that was out there before that. Half a dozen people were telling you you're gonna lose your job. Your parents are you're gonna get your house doxxed. You're gonna get your parents doxxed. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna end up like this if you don't stop doing this. And you kept on doing it, and look where you are.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
delusional.
yeah.
And it's like
you're blinded
when I
by your
told you
autism.
when I told you that the live stream was happening. What did you do? Did you say, "Oh, well, this is bad. I should probably bow out of here"? And just,
Oh, you mean hop off so you can say, "Oh, he's had something to hide." He ran away.
okay, even if
That's
even if
exactly-
you
that's
didn't
exactly what you would
abandon the
say.
live stream, even if you didn't abandon it, what did you do when you got called out? You said, "Well, that's fine. I didn't say anything that I wouldn't have said in public anyways, and I
Right.
don't care if Jim makes a video on me." So
That's exactly
continue to
right.
ask for it.
Well, you asked me a theoretical question, right? You said, "What if Ralph made a video? What if Jim made a?"
Reaching out.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's ethical as you are, so I might give him a check out. You know.
Yeah, you
Weren't
should
you
probably
saying
check him out.
that Ralph would back you up?
I don't know. I'm not getting to read one way or the other right now. I'll be honest with you. I mean, Kenny, let's say you're legit and you're not fucking around and trolling.
He's not.
You got hustled by
I
a chick
guarantee you, he's not.
you got hustled by a chick on the internet for some cash. You're upset about it, and then he tried getting back at her, and that cost you your job. Like, what? How far down the rabbit hole are you gonna go? Like, you're gonna end up locked up in prison before you get your vengeance on this, or like, what's the cost to you for this?
But and with my last step was just gonna make the video, man. I was just gonna make the video, put some of the evidence I had.
Did you say the Kim Jong saga?
But instead,
I mean, here's the thing I don't get. Like, okay, so you were mad before, right? I get that. You paid money, you didn't get what you want. All right, whatever. But you're saying now, like, okay, well, this chick cost me my job. So why would you be satisfied with just releasing a video at that point? If she got your ass fired?
Because that's all I can do.
But you've been pursuing this Patreon shit or the video thing for like a year, right? You put that much energy into it, and then you got fired, and so the video is going to be suspended, fired, whatever. I mean, but just a video is going to be satisfactory enough. If somebody got my ass fired, I'd probably want blood, right? Like, so you're just going to walk away after you put up a Fiverr video.
Yep.
Okay.
All I want at the end of the day, all I want is the truth to be out there. That's it.
You've got to tell your story.
You know what I'm saying? So I want the truth to be out there with the evidence I have displayed alongside it. So at the very least, there's a video out there that can give my side with some content.
And what is the video gonna say? I mean, like, what are the key points?
It's gonna give the story of the Patreon. It's gonna give the story about how it began, how it ended, why we thought it was shady, why we think we owe content, why we think it was wrong for her to take it down, why and so on and so forth, right? So
Kenny? Who's we?
It's some of the Patreon supporters.
So there are other people. There are other people that went into this with you then to make the video.
Well, yeah, they can help contribute to it.
No, I'm asking. Did they
Yes.
help, or is this all just you?
They help with some of the ideas.
So other people have contributed to this project.
Yes, they did.
That were Patreons of hers.
Yeah.
A few of her former Patreons. Yes, they did.
Okay. All right. I don't know anything about any of this shit, so I'm just asking.
Did they contribute monetarily or?
Yeah, multiple people bought PC parts with them. Most of them have stopped.
Now
caring.
again, that's what I'm asking. Was the contribution the parts originally? Or are you talking about they've contributed to your autistic quest since? My understanding is that no one has besides you.
Well, I mean, what's the question again?
I'm saying, you're talking about their contribution? Was it the parts originally, or was it post haste? After
Oh, I thought Jim was asking about just the video part. Yes, I mean they help. They were assisting me with the video, right?
Okay.
So I got there's at least two.
Who are these people?
individuals
Who are these people?
that- I'm not going to name
One
them.
of them is on the live stream that I published. I don't know who the others are. I think he's the only one who cares, and I don't think he cares anymore either.
Uh-huh.
All right, now let me ask you,
All I'm
Kenny,
saying,
because
all I'm
Kenny, we
saying
could
is
go.
he helped
Look,
me.
Kenny, we could go forever. Let me ask you this: who exactly is going to care about your video in the first place? So
Me.
Margaret has no more crowdfunding. She has no Patreon. She has no any of that. So what exactly is this going to accomplish?
It's going to be closure, and it's going to clear my name for at least some of these accusations.
It's not going to clear your name regarding being a stalker.
You call me what you want to. It's irrelevant to me.
Well, I don't need your permission. You're a stalker, and this is going to make you look like an even creepier stalker.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't really think it's going to turn out how you want. Matter of fact, I don't think it has already. It just seems stupid to me. Even if you accept everything you're saying, which I don't, but just say, okay, you're 1,000% right. It just seems like it's been a massive loss.
Yeah. Let me try to explain. A lot of you guys, it's been probably a decent long time since you've been the underdogs against a superior media personality or public figure, however you want to call it, right? So if I would have went out there a few when it first began and tried to expose Margaret. Right, I only have 200 some followers in comparison to 700 and some thousand. Right, so if I just went ahead,
She doesn't have 700,000. She has like 17,000.
17,000. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has 17,000. Right, if I went out there and made my little tweet, only 200 and some people maximum would hear it, and let's face it, majority of those people are inactive. Right, the only alternative for me would be posting underneath her comments so her fan base would see.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah, and that's what I did, right?
The alternative would be to go play with your fucking snakes and just forget about this.
No, I'm not. No, at the time, I thought there was a possibility of proving my point, right? At the time, there was a Patreon still open. At times, she was still charging money.
All right, Kenny, I'm gonna give you the final word because I'm starting to get like just. I've heard you talk about this for months, and we just had you for like 45 minutes, and just go ahead. I'll give you the final word. I'm a generous man. Just go ahead. I'll give you the final word.
I have a final question.
Okay, if you'd rather make it a question, that's fine.
Yeah. If you don't mind, why are you so defensive all this time protecting Margaret so much? I
wouldn't say that I protected her. I mean, you're here writing on this stream.
You know, you have protected her like a super white knight for
Is that right? Is that right?
Months.
I mean, if you're asking if she's a friend of mine and do I believe the things she said about you? Yes, and yes.
Without proof, without evidence.
Well, there's plenty of
because when I asked you for evidence, you didn't give me none.
There's plenty of evidence for the spoofing of phone calls.
You just said Kenny's a stalker, and that was it. You didn't offer any evidence.
You've clearly been stalking her. I mean, it's not even a question. I mean, there's all the stuff she sent me personally, and then you have people on the stream. You have the stream that you did with Josh, where you talk about hiring a private fucking investigator over a power unit that you sent to some woman on the internet. How fucking crazy is that? You're fucking crazy, Kenny. You're crazy.
That's not why I hired a private
detective. Think about what you're doing. Your own fucking job just almost got fucking X'd out. What are you doing right now? You're stupid. What are you doing? Your whole life is being ruined over a fucking power unit and a Patreon donation. How fucking stupid are you?
No, Ralph, no.
Yeah, you're fucking ignorant. What else can I tell you? You're a fucking dumbass.
You a fool for believing that. For believing that's why I did
I
it.
can just look at your life in ruins. I can see your family,
That's
their whole
not
history
why
up on Kiwi Farms.
That's not
I can
why
see.
I hired a private detective, Ralph.
Okay, all right. Well,
That's
look,
not
just
why I
keep
hired
it
it.
going. Look, just keep it going. I mean, look, it's just gonna give more laughs. I mean, fine. If you don't want to listen to reason, I'm not the only one who said this. Anybody who looks at this says, "Well, Kenny, you're being a dumbass. I've told you this for months. You're continuing to do it. Okay, well, keep doing it."
Okay, I'm not planning on keeping doing it. Okay, like I said, I'm making a video and that'll be the end of it.
Okay, well, just do whatever you want to do. I think you're an idiot.
It's been good talking to you. I appreciate you guys having me on and giving me a chance to speak out and defend myself. All right, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Kenny.
All right,
Appreciate
later on,
it.
guys.
Tell
Bye-bye.
Judith I said hi.
All right, Negro Joe, thank you as well. I'm gonna start clearing it. Josh,
Oh, real quick.
yes.
Jim, did you invite me onto a stream or something? I haven't watched the latest one, but 50 people PM me asking about a stream.
Yeah, they brought up. I was doing the furry thing over the weekend, and people brought up some site called 621 or something like that, and Ink Bunny and shit like that.
That's Marca. Mm-hmm.
And I know you've talked about this shit before, and I was going to give it like another half an hour before I got into the skeptic stuff. But I don't know this shit, so I was going to ask if you wanted to come on and talk about it because they're like, yeah, the owners and people involved are into some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Well, was that for that stream, or did you want me on like next week?
Next week, I also have somebody who apparently worked at or knows the people that run Bad Dragon that has information about shit that's going on there.
Yeah, no, they're all dirty. All the people who own the big websites and the big companies in the furry fandom all have dirt and stuff. And I'm asking about it. So if you want to like email me like, a list of things you want to talk about, I can do some digging over the week.
Yeah, okay. So it'd be Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you're up for it.
Do you have my email?
No, I don't think I do actually.
It's just no like Kiwi Farms on that.
Okay, well, that works.
All right, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Metokur, while you're still here, final thoughts on DeFranco, anything like that, anything that we talked about. I don't know if you saw the part where. Well,
oh no, DeFranco's dirty as shit. Are we all? I mean, like everybody knows that, right?
I mean, I would think they know about this point, but.
Oh no, yeah, no. My company partnered with them. Okay, well, we were involved in the advertising. Let's talk about the investment because that'll probably be the video next week. Obviously, there's some financial ties and business ties going on here. And you know, from what I heard, somebody said Boogie lied apparently about what he knew in regards to this. So
yeah, he was very inconsistent with the things he said on this stream versus this video today. Now he did say that he was going to donate all his profits to charity. So I don't know, and he wasn't. He kind of tried to have it both ways. He said better helps good, and they helped me.
It's not good. It's not good.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Somebody did the math. What was it? They claim to help like millions of people, but they only got like 2,000 therapists. So that works out to like 140,000 fucking sessions a therapist.
Yeah, they said 3 million plus people helped, and there's only 2,200.
Oh, okay. So an average therapy session goes for an hour. How long has the website been open? Because I can guarantee you one individual therapist, let alone 2,000 of them, haven't done like 14,000 fucking sessions a person.
So the website's been up since 2013.
Okay, well, I mean, so 5 years. So if they work 24 hours a day, I'll just, let me pull out my calculator. Let's see if we had a therapist working 24 hours a day, if they could hit that magic fucking number that they're going, oh, I fucking hate this thing. So 2013?
Yeah, so it's 5 years times 365 times
24.
What do you get? 43,800.
So they were working. Yeah, no. No, I don't think the therapists were working that. Yeah, their whole life was dedicated to fucking better help. Bullshit. Yeah, no. This is when we talked. Like, people, I heard you guys talk. Well, it's a pyramid scheme. No, I really do believe it's a Ponzi scheme. I think DeFranco has financial ties to this company. I think people put money into this company. I think they shilled it hard to get as much capital as they could right away, and that the big payoff is going to be selling the data, and then everybody's going to basically pull out, take what they can, and disperse the company.
Well, the reason I think it's a pyramid scheme is there's other corporations that are, part of the referral link. If you look at H3H3's, he's got a different referral link. Let me find what it is exactly. I tweeted it out. It's not just one, so it's a little weird. I think there's a bunch of companies. So basically, BetterHelp is at the top, and right below it is DeFranco's company, but then there's a bunch of other ones.
Well, every scam has a mark. So, I mean, I just think DeFranco is closer to the top of this. That's my gut feeling than Ethan or any of the other people that are fucking involved in it. But it's scummy, right? Like, I mean, you're using depression and mental illness to sucker people and then take their data and their private information, deliver a bad service, and then sell it off for other purposes, training AI bots or working in advertising or marketing. And your big ad campaign is tied into World Mental Health Day. And you're going to try to pretend you don't know what's going on, like you're oblivious to it, like the money handlers and the people that work for you, who obviously do work for you, don't look in the background of this shit. You're not an idiot. DeFranco's worth $8 to $25 million. He's got people that look out for him. So I don't believe for one second that they're unaware of what these companies or the individuals running these companies are trying to do. He's not going to put his brand into something that he doesn't feel he's secure in doing.
Yeah, the one that the other referral is Influencer Logic. Influence Logic, that's it. And CEO is different and everything.
What is it with these fucking YouTubers fucking us all over? What is it? Why the skeptics? Yeah, the skeptics have to get us censored, and DeFranco has to take our darkest, dirtiest secrets and monetize them for some fucking faceless corporation. Like, is everybody? It's like it's not even shilling. Like, just the typical joke about shilling, right? Like, just being a money whore. This is like a different level. Like, they don't want to just take your money; they want to fuck you too.
That's what they want to do. They don't care about you. They care about shekels. And if anybody gives them a paycheck, they'll do whatever they want. That's the same thing happened in Candid. They took a paycheck for whatever, didn't fucking read anything, just took a paycheck. And same theory with this. Took a paycheck and they're like, oh, I get money per people signing up. Fucking.
And what about the DeFranco part? I don't know if you saw this part, but where he said, oh, we wanted, Boogie to be a part of it, but we didn't want to talk to him directly. So we went around to his company that we knew he worked with and then, basically linked up with them and then had him get involved with us that way, kind of backdoor. I don't know if you saw that part of his video, but that was one of the main things that jumped out at me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this guy went around.
Well, it was the first video that jumped out at me was the whole, I didn't know this was going on. By the way, we partnered with them at a company level.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't give them my support, but at a company level, we're partnered with them.
Yeah, and he absolutely, he brought that clip up because we had played it on the stream. He obviously had seen some of the criticisms that we had leveled at him from this stream, and he brought that up. He was like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about?" Of course, that doesn't mean anything, and he tried to explain that away. I don't know. I just thought his video actually created more problems for him than it did, fix anything. So,
and the big thing is that he didn't even address the major criticism, which was the fact that your private personal information is at risk here. You're led to believe because literally everybody else has a confidentiality thing when it comes to talking to a counselor, but they flat out say, yeah, we could totally take your personal information and use it for whatever the fuck we want. And then you look at the ties to this AI shit. He didn't even address it, which I think was the most telling thing about everything.
Yeah, it's some wild shit, man. I whatever happened to just doing advertisements for fucking porn and video games, right? Like, the safe shit. Like, here's something to jack off to, and here's a game to play when you're tired afterwards. Like, everybody's
when
gonna
you
get all
out, take some pills. Here's the pills,
right? But yeah, now everybody's got to be clever about it.
Now, let me ask you: do you think it's going to go any further, or is it going to kind of fizzle out?
I don't know. I don't think people realize the exact extent, like, to what BetterHelp is doing. I think that's like, I think DeFranco is the story, to be honest. But as far as the company BetterHelp goes, I don't think people are really aware of what they're doing. Like, they've heard that people have gripes about it, but they don't get that it's just shit from the bottom to the top. And I think if people were to figure that out, they'd probably be really angry about it.
All right. So what do you got coming up, Jim?
Oh, probably some hard alcohol after tonight's.
That last hour was a little tough to get through. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, you led me on this path. I was about to sign off, and then we played the Worski failure vamp clip, and then we rolled right into the Kenny shit, and now I just want to hang myself. But well, at least we got it out of there. I blame you. I just want to put it out there. I'll pull a
Worski's
I'll just put it all on Jim. It's your fault. Whatever.
Worski's appearance was entertaining. Like, he came back in ready to fucking go at it on that second go about with failure and vamp. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go have a drink.
Yes, me too.
Try to get some sleep because I want to be up early enough, right, to watch Dances with Dongas do a Super Berry prayer in front of the campfire because I want to see what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's probably what I'm going to do.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Metokur, for joining us. I appreciate it, man.
Yep, take it easy, guys.
Later, buddy.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna sign off.